Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of War Thunder. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the long-awaited Mirage IIIC. Quick disclaimer, I do not claim to be a pro at this game. I don't want to be a pro at this game. I'm just your average War Thunder player having fun. I'm not here to grief. I'm not here to bag aircraft. I'm just here to have fun. With that being said, let's get down to the history of the aircraft, shall we? So the Mirage III is a French supersonic fighter aircraft designed in the late 1950s. It was a successful fighter aircraft, and some Mirages and its variants are still being used to this day. The first Mirage aircraft was a single-seat engine delta wing fighter, as you can see in game. The craft was first flown in 1956 that subsequently underwent significant development, one of the variants of which became a basic interceptor. The one we have in game is the Mirage IIIC. This variant is a single-seat, all-weather interceptor fighter with a longer fuselage than that of the 3A variant. It was approximately 14.73 meters and or 38 feet and 4 inches, and it was equipped with a, I'm going to butcher this, Cryono 1 bias radar. If I did, please forgive me. It was armed with two 30mm cannons. It was also equipped with a Marta R530E air-to-air missile under the fuselage. It could also be equipped with AM-9s. It could also have an additional R550 Magic 1 missiles that are located at the edge of the wings. It was powered by an Altair 9B-3 turbojet engine. Ultimately, the one nation that made this aircraft renowned and legendary was the Israeli Defense Force. On November 29, 1966, an Israeli Mirage III shot down two Egyptian MiG-19s that were trying to intercept a reconnaissance J-3 Cub. It also made its mark on history in the Six-Day War between the 5th and the 10th of June 1967. Another fact that made this aircraft so legendary is a pilot by the name of Giora Epstein that would become the top-scoring jet ace of history. He went on to kill 17 aircraft. Now, this aircraft is by far one of my favorite and most legendary aircraft that I've ever read about. So that leads to the next question. How do you play the Mirage IIIC? I've had a couple games. It's kind of a flip of a coin. It really depends on if you are able to have a situational awareness, like high situational awareness. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and talk about the negatives of high-tier jet battles. That's not my intention. So, the Mirage IIIC does have a set of missiles. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the secondary modifications. So, the new layout is kind of confusing, but after you get used to it, it's pretty good. So what you're going to want are the R53Es, which is the one under the fuselage. You're going to want to go ahead and equip the R550 magic missiles that are located at the leading edges of the wings. Now, it does have decent maneuverability. It does have decent acceleration if you can get the upgrades. However, it does not fit the meta of the top tier jet gameplay, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. What it means is that it's more difficult to fly with other vehicles or aircraft such as the F4 Phantom E, the MiG-21 SMTs, or the German MiG, what's it called? Sorry about that. The German MiG-21 MF. This aircraft is still highly capable of defending itself at top tier. Now, the negatives is that its acceleration is going to be one of its drawbacks, and you will be accelerated by F4 Phantoms and MiG-21s. The maneuverability is at par with other jet aircraft. However, I wouldn't recommend churn fighting a MiG-21. You can catch a F4 Phantom in a dogfight because their turn rate, if they're smart, they'll just zoom away from you. The climb rate is excellent on this thing. It does do pretty well at high altitude. Other than that, the aircraft itself is a very enjoyable vehicle to fly in general. What another thing that I would like to explain is you're going to want to treat this as if you are an opportunist. What I mean by that is when you fly this thing, you want to make sure that, you know, you're singling out one player, because this thing does not do well in a 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 2 dogfight. It was never meant for that kind of role. See, it has sort of the same impact of, no, I'm not going to, yeah, a very similar style to that of the Lightning F6. Now, of course, it still has a lot more dogfight capability, but it becomes a aircraft in which you want to go ahead and make a second pass if that first aircraft on your team doesn't kill the first aircraft. All right, what I mean by that is you wait for the first aircraft to pass by and see if he kills him with his missile. By that time, the aircraft that he's pursuing is very slow. When that aircraft is slow, that's when you in the Mirage come in and see if you can take out the target. So it is a very opportunistic aircraft. It is very enjoyable, but be aware that your situational awareness has to be really high, because you can be on a person and 5 seconds later an aircraft will be on your butt. But overall, the experience I've had with this thing is very enjoyable. It all depends on how you want to fly it as well. I'm just here to inform you. So with that being said, let's move on to gameplay, shall we? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Afghanistan. I probably butchered that. Well, yeah, Afghanistan has a really bad tendency to not render things when you load in. So we're off to a good start, guys. Acceleration, as you can see, is mediocre. I want to say the best, but I wouldn't call it bad either. Oh yeah, the F-104s. Okay, that's very nice. Okay, so right now we are kind of in the clear. Oh, that is very sexy. Oh, I love the sounds. Alright, let's turn off the smoke, because I do not want to be seen. I gotta say though, guys, like, Delta Wing aircraft are one of my favorite designs. Although very unstable at the beginning of their development, once you iron out the problems, they are beautiful and very maneuverable aircraft. I did a lot of reading on the Delta Wings. The Delta Wings were actually meant for, like, scooping up, well, doing research, when an aircraft had a Delta Wing design, their maneuverability was increased tenfold, because the whole aircraft would scoop up air, and thus made it, you know, more capable in a dogfight while maintaining that intercept role. So yeah, pretty fun, right, guys? Anyway, I don't see anybody. I see MiG-19s up there. Alright, hit supersonic. Alright, scratch one. 16 clicks away. Another thing, guys, when you're playing top tier... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to turn the other way. That is way too much nope for me. Oh, and okay, that's why I'm headed to the clouds. Missiles cannot be... Alright, MiG-21 averted. Turning back around. Alright, so like I said, guys, use my technique if you can. Remember, you're an interceptor. That means that you are only capable of, you know, picking out targets one by one. So we're going to single out somebody who is at the back of the pack. Wouldn't go for an E if he has flares. Essentially pointless. Then again, I don't know. I've heard that the flares are kind of meh right now, guys. Should I risk it? Let's do it. And scratch one. Alright. Got one. Alright. Missiles on. Scratch one and down. Alright, missed that. Turn back around. Alright, so he's singled out. Now we can dogfight this guy. Scratch one. Alright, we got a MiG-21 on our butt. And turn around. Alright, so we're going to go chase after that MiG-21. We got the fuel capacity and we have the ammunition for this. 3 kills. Let's go, guys. Alright, F-100 is on the MiG-21. Alright, F-100 may have the MiG-21. Oop, sorry. Alright, here we go. MiG-21 is low. Just going head on. I am not going to go ahead and participate in a head on. Not with a MiG-21. Okay, is he bringing friends? Let's not stick around, guys. Okay, yeah, he's bringing friends. Alright, we've overstayed our welcome. Nope. Alright, MiG-21. Very low and slow. Crit! Left wing damage. Scratch one. Alright, we may have a full-on... Alright, let's go, let's go. We're going to turn back around. Finish off that MiG-21. Alright, turning back around. And let me see, F-104, and he's down. Or not. Alright, we're going to finish them off. Like I said, throughout this whole video, I've been very opportunistic. I probably mispronounced that. What I mean is that this aircraft is very selective. You must choose your targets wisely. Oh. It's okay, we got this. It's collateral damage. It's flesh wound, do not worry. It's okay, guys. I got greedy. That's my bad. But hey, at least we won the game. 4 kills. Like I said, very opportunistic aircraft. It choose your targets wisely. Make sure you catch your enemy in like he's busy. You know, my explanation is very off. So let's go ahead and move on to the next gameplay, shall we? Alright, here we are, guys, on the Battle of Bastogne. I pronounced that wrong. Bastogne. It's a battle. That's all you gotta know. Let's see. Sorry guys, having a discussion in the chat. We'll single this guy out. He's bombing. Okay. Score these guys. Okay, scratch one. around, please. Yes. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna turn around. Mirage is on. Alright, let's go back and turn around. Oh, what the hell? Where the hell did you come from? Well, regardless. Okay, one missile left. Let's go ahead and chase this guy. And scratch one. Alright, here we go. We're going back for another round. We have one more missile. Do we have anyone on our butt? Okay, we're going to go after that MiG-21. Alright, MiG-21 slow. Okay, that MiG-21's dead. He's stalling. Yeah, that FG, yep. Watch that beautiful kill. Come on. Come on, buddy. Kill that guy. Okay, and I will. Oh, come on. Let's do that. Alright, pull him back around. Put that missile on. Oh, he did. Alright, not bad for 3 kills a game. Nice, nice. Well, this is how you should play the aircraft, honestly, guys. You need to be opportunistic, and you need to be have a lot of situational awareness. If you do not have a lot of situational awareness on top tiers, you tend to forget that there are other missiles, at least from my perspective. But other than that, you know, the plane itself can definitely defend itself if played properly. But then again, I would have to argue that every plane and vehicle in this game is subjective on how you play it. So overall, the Mirage 3 is a quite legendary aircraft is one of the legendary aircraft in history that marked itself as one of the most dangerous interceptors in history. I said that repetitively. But hey, listen, I really hope you liked the video. I hope it was educational. I hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of War Thunder. Laters.